Abortion regulation advocate Tim Rohr is concerned about what he claims have been attempts by powerful members of the Guam legislature to stifle abortion regulating bills. Rohr is concerned about three bills in particular: Bill 51, which would ban abortions after the 20th week, Bill 52, that requires informed consent for an abortion, and Bill 323, which requires parental consent for an abortion. Rohr says Bill 51 is stuck in Senator Dennis Rodriguez's committee, awaiting some kind of opinion from the AG's office. Then there's Bill 52, which actually made it out of committee and onto the session floor. Rohr says the problem is that this bill was gutted by Senator Rory Respond and changed from its original intent. In fact, Rohr provided PNC with a copy of the bill that did have many sections slashed.
There was so much contention about it that they just pulled it from the agenda and they sent it back to Senator Rodriguez's committee. I haven't recommended to him to push this forward yet until we can actually expose what these guys are up to behind the scenes.
And finally, there's Bill 323, the parental consent bill. Rohr first questioned why it was sent to Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz's office when he doesn't have oversight of health issues, but Senator Respond says that this bill was not a health issue, but an issue of parental consent, which falls under Cruz's jurisdiction. Earlier this week, Governor Calvo accused Senator Respond of improperly sending the bill to Cruz's committee and keeping it from hitting the session floor. After this, the bill was reported out of Senator Cruz's committee, and Rohr believes this is an example of how the bills are being stifled until someone makes a stink about it.
Look, we want this to be, wide open. We're thanking for reporting it out, but we really question, where it's going to go at this point, given the trickery and the contortions that these bills have seen, in the past. So we just hope it just goes through, and if they vote it down, fantastic, no problem. We'll try again later.
Committee on Rules Chairman Senator Rory Respond says that Rohr is falsely assuming that they have hidden agendas. Respond says the only things that have been holding the bills back is the natural legislative process.
I wish I had that much time to do the things that he says I'm doing. I give each committee a deadline on when all the committee reports are due. And so if they don't meet that deadline, we cannot just keep coming back to the issue. And so as chairman on rules, I have to have some kind of procedure that manages a process. And at the same time, I'm managing the process. If a bill is not conformed to the management of this process, as chairman on rules, I get blamed that I'm stifling the bill or I'm not moving it forward.
Respond says these issues are important to him and points out that some of the bills have actually already hit the session floor. The problem, he says, is that bills are naturally amended and changed in order to try and get the votes needed to pass.
The two bills that he first talked about made it all the way to the floor, but there was a motion to bring it back to the committee because Mr. Rohr wasn't happy with how that bill evolved. But that's the legislative process.